A former aide to the late Senator John Hines is now officially running for mayor of Pittsburgh. Republican Mark DeSantis made it official at a rally with supporters today. KD political editor John Delano was there. John joins us live now with more on the story from downtown. John?
Well, Stacey, Mark DeSantis is not your typical Republican politician. He usually wears jeans, and I've never seen him in a tie. But in a city that seems to vote Democratic all the time, the real question is whether Democratic voters will look beyond political labels and give DeSantis a chance to become the next mayor of Pittsburgh. Mark DeSantis greeted about 200 supporters at an early morning rally to announce his candidacy. And he was candid about his chances, telling one supporter,
"Well, we have a shot. We have a long shot. We have a shot."
Pittsburghers don't usually vote Republican, but DeSantis hopes Democrats will look at him because he says the city has faltered under poor leadership, and it's time for sweeping changes.
We've seen our population contract and gray as young people have left for places like Charlotte and Atlanta. We feel less safe in a city that once prided itself on being a very safe city. Our growing cultural and economic divide threatens our neighborhoods and our very city. And looming ahead is a financial crisis the likes of which this city has never known.
The 47-year-old management consultant calls Pittsburgh a financial basket case. And using slides, DeSantis outlined how city government is not fulfilling its promise.
We deserve a thriving economy, a safe community, fiscal responsibility, and quality infrastructure. These are the things by which you grade a city, not small promises.
Restoring confidence in city government is a top priority.
We have a culture in city government of good enough. And as everybody in this audience knows, and as my dad said time and time again, good enough is never good enough. We are going to focus on excellence as a city government.
And without mentioning his opponent, Luke Ravenstahl, DeSantis said it was time to hold the mayor accountable for what's going wrong in Pittsburgh.
I've learned one thing in life, in business, and in government. You can't do anything. You can't lead. You can't ask others to follow unless you yourself are willing to be accountable and hold the other people who lead accountable as well.
Now, in the next 19 weeks before the election, DeSantis says he will lay out the major differences between himself and Mayor Luke Ravenstahl. Whether that will be enough to win over sufficient Democratic votes to win, well, only time will tell. Now, you can see DeSantis' full announcement for mayor by logging on to KDKA.com and clicking the politics icon on the left. Live in downtown Pittsburgh, I'm John Delano, KDKA TV News.